I like your theory that they're covering up for some stuff that is, I mean, if really people have been harmed, and I mean, this one of the claims of back engineering these things. It's always fascinated me is that there was Bob Lazar said there's a previous person who was working on the job. They died. They tried to do something, and there was some sort of an explosion, and it was limited into what I think you and him together would be the greatest podcast of all time. Would you be interested in doing that? Because you'd be able to tell. Oh yeah, we'll dose you up.
Yeah,
we'll
but let me just say something.
What do you want? Adderall? What do you want? Mushrooms? We got.
I want a line of Sonoran desert toads, and every time you answer a question wrong, you got to lick the toad.
But you would be able to tell whether or not it's nonsense.
Yes and no. I'm not the best person.
You'd be better at it than
I'd
me.
be better than you.
For sure.
For sure. But you want to know, look, Sean Carroll and I don't get along.
You need to be here for this.
All right. I'll show up.
Specifically. Show up. You're going to be ready, man. This is, if you and him together would be so fascinating. His story hasn't fucking changed since 1989, man. It's if he's telling the truth, if he really was this propulsions expert from Los Alamos Labs who they brought in because they were kind of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and everything's compartmentalized so no one can talk to anyone, so no real science can be done. And they're saying, tell me what you know. Like, let's figure this out. And he gets to it, and almost immediately he's like, this is nothing that we know how to do. This is nothing that we're making. This is something from it's something that's not even designed for a human form. It's designed, if it's a physical vehicle, it's designed for something much smaller than humans.
I know nothing about Bob Lazar. I've seen something about element 115, which I don't understand, is like, he predicted when, well, yes, they're indexed by the number of protons. So I can predict that, the elements we have yet to discover are going to be in the same numerical. I don't get this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but I think the claim is different. The claim is that this element must have some property, or that
he's saying it's a stable version of this element, and that in wherever these beings are from, they have access to a stable version of this element that we don't have access to here.
So let me make an analogy. Gold, I don't know if you know this about gold. What we call gold is the single stable version of gold. There are a bunch of isotopes that are all radioactive that turn into other stuff. So like if I have to pay you in gold, if I choose a gold that isn't the one that works, it's completely unstable. So
you gave me unstable gold.
I know. I gave you unstable.
What happens? Do you die if you touch it?
Well, you'll certainly get some radiation, but you'll also find that there's much less gold every time you check on your amount. My precious.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Whoa.
But what I'm trying to get at is that it may be a claim that there's an island of stability. Like with gold, there's one isotope that's stable.
Right.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not the guy for that, but I can. Here's the thing, Joe. I can tell you what I know and what I don't know.